Hello, fellow squatties. Welcome back to another episode of Royal Telly, your one-stop channel for everything Sussex. This is your host, Chloe. Congratulations once again to our own Duke of Sussex. Pat Tillman's mother really made a fool of herself by launching unwarranted criticism at Prince Harry. And to all the UK tabloids and haters out there, continue signing your petition. It's rather laughable. In today's episode, we're peeling back the layers of a recent controversy that's rocked the Sussex world. Our very own Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, was announced as the recipient of the prestigious Pat Tillman Award, sparking a media storm of epic proportions. The epicenter of this controversy? Mary Tillman, Pat's mother, who surprised everyone with her scathing criticism of the Duke. The UK tabloids, ever hungry for scandal, turned her words into sensational headlines. But amidst the chaos, Prince Harry stood tall and responded with grace and dignity, flipping the narrative and reminding us all of the true meaning of the award. So buckle up, because we're about to delve deep into this Sussex controversy, explore Prince Harry's response, and uncover the real message behind his words. Let's dive straight into the heart of the matter. When the Duke of Sussex, our very own Prince Harry, was announced as the recipient of the prestigious Pat Tillman Award, the news was met with a wave of controversy. A storm largely stirred by Mary Tillman, Pat's mother. Her voice, filled with criticism and shock, echoed through the media landscape, questioning why such a controversial and divisive individual would be chosen to receive the award. Ironically, her words became the very for the controversy she sought to highlight. The UK tabloids, ever ready to fan the flames, seized upon Mary Tillman's words, turning them into headlines and sparking heated debates across the nation. Those who were quick to sign a petition to block Harry from receiving the award found themselves in a laughable position, their efforts amounting to nothing more than a tempest in a teapot. The Duke of Sussex, no stranger to the harsh glare of the media spotlight, took it all in stride. He didn't shy away or hide behind a wall of silence. Instead, he chose to address the situation head-on with the grace and dignity that we've come to expect from him. In the midst of this media frenzy, Mary Tillman's criticisms of the Duke of Sussex were amplified, their echoes reverberating through every corner of the media world. But what they didn't expect was the Duke's response. His words, carefully chosen and delivered with the utmost respect, completely flipped the script. In the face of adversity, the Duke of Sussex didn't just stand his ground, he rose above it all. He reminded everyone the award wasn't about him. It was about the thousands of veterans and service personnel who have made the Invictus Games a reality. As the Bible says, love your enemies. In spite of all the negativity that Pat's mom launched at Prince Harry as a gentleman, Harry saw it fit to honor her. He chose to honor Mary Tillman in her advocacy for her son's legacy. Mary Tillman's criticisms of the Duke of Sussex fueled a media frenzy, but what they didn't expect was the Duke's response. In the face of controversy, the Duke of Sussex did not falter. When the moment arrived, Prince Harry took to the stage with a grace and composure that silenced the room. The first words out of his mouth were not of self-congratulation or defiance, but of gratitude and respect. He thanked Marie Tillman Shenton, co-founder of the Tillman Foundation, and acknowledged the entire Tillman family, including Pat's mother, Mary Tillman. Now let's pause here for a moment. Mary Tillman, who had earlier criticized the Duke's selection for the Pat Tillman Award, could have been conveniently overlooked. But the Duke of Sussex chose the higher road. He did not shy away from acknowledging her. Instead, he commended her for her advocacy for Pat's legacy, a deeply personal cause. He respected the bond between a mother and son, calling it eternal and transcending even the greatest honors.
I'd also like to acknowledge the Tillman family, especially Mrs. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother. Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal and one that I respect. The bond between a mother and son is eternal and transcends even the greatest losses.
This was not just an act of diplomacy, it was an act of humility and grace. But the Duke didn't stop there. He went on to share that he was standing there not as Prince Harry, the award recipient, but as a voice for the Invictus Games Foundation and for the thousands of veterans and service personnel across 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. He made it clear this award was for them, not for him.
The truth is, I stand here not as Prince Harry Pat Tillman Award recipient, but rather a voice on behalf of the Invictus Games Foundation and the thousands of veterans and service personnel from over 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. This award belongs to them, not to me.
This is where Prince Harry's brilliance shines through. He chose to use this platform not for himself, but for the cause he passionately supports. He turned the spotlight away from himself and towards the Invictus Games Foundation, highlighting their efforts and underscoring their importance. Addressing his critics, including Mary Tillman, Prince Harry spoke about the world outside the Invictus Games. He spoke of the polarization and division that marks our age, of the conflicts raging around the globe. But, he noted, the Invictus community challenges these differences. It proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable.
And while so much progress has been made since those first games, the world outside seems to be in an even more precarious state. We live in an age marked by polarization and division. Conflicts rage around the globe. Anger and resentment towards those who are different seem to pervade societies everywhere. Our community challenges that. Our community proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable. The beauty of the Invictus Games lies in how it brings people together, no matter one's nationality, background, or personal struggles. It is a collective built from courage and mutual respect.
In this indirect way, Prince Harry addressed his critics, leaving them in a state of confusion. He did not stoop down to their level of negativity and criticism. Rather, he rose above them, demonstrating his humility and brilliance. In his characteristic humility, Prince Harry turned the spotlight away from himself and towards the cause he passionately supports. He used his moment of recognition to honor those he believed deserved it more. Despite the controversy, despite the criticism, the Duke of Sussex stood tall with dignity and grace, showing us all the true meaning of leadership and humility. But there was a deeper message in the Duke's words, a message to his critics. A message that subtly but brilliantly addressed all the controversy surrounding his ESPY Award acceptance. Prince Harry, in his usual eloquent style, used the platform not to shirk or defend against the criticism, but to promote unity and challenge division. His words on the precarious state of the world were a clear reflection of his awareness and concern about the increasingly polarized society we live in. His statement, "We live in an age marked by polarization and division. Conflicts rage around the globe," was an unmistakable nod to his critics. It was a reminder that while they were busy criticizing, he was focused on the bigger picture, the world's conflicts, its divisions, its struggles. It was a call out to everyone, including Mary Tillman, to focus on what truly matters. But he didn't stop there. The Duke of Sussex went on to highlight the power of unity, how the Invictus community challenges differences and proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable.
It is here at the Invictus Games that you realize, whatever you carry, it was the springboard that propelled you to the next level.
It was a brilliant move. While his critics were busy dissecting his words, he managed to turn the narrative around, challenging them to look at the unity that can be achieved despite differences. This was not just a speech. It was a masterclass in dealing with criticism. The Duke didn't fight fire with fire. Instead, he doused the flames with words of unity, peace, and respect for differences. His critics, expecting a defensive response, were left confused, their criticism losing its sting in the face of his grace and humility. Prince Harry's speech was a testament to his character. He didn't let the negativity affect him. Instead, he used it as a platform to promote a greater cause, to advocate for unity in a world marked by division. His words were a clear message to his critics. He wouldn't be brought down by their words. Instead, he would rise above them, promoting unity and peace. The Duke of Sussex has proven time and again that he is a man of character. This speech was no different. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have always stood strong in the face of adversity. They are a testament to resilience, a beacon of hope, and a model of determination. Despite the constant onslaught of negative press, the Duke and Duchess have never wavered from their commitment to their causes. They have been the targets of a relentless smear campaign fueled by the royal family's disapproval and the tabloids' insatiable thirst for scandal. Yet they have refused to be silenced. They have refused to back down. They have refused to let the noise of the outside world drown out their voices. This resilience was on full display when the Duke of Sussex was announced as the recipient of the Pat Tillman Award. Despite the controversy, despite the criticism, and despite the attempts to block his receipt of the award, Prince Harry stood tall. He stood strong. He stood as a symbol of resilience, and in doing so, he reminded us all of the power of grace under pressure. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are not just figures of royalty. They are figures of strength, of humility, and of perseverance. They have used their platform to advocate for the causes they believe in, to challenge the status quo, and to push for a better, more inclusive world. And through it all, they have maintained their dignity, their integrity, and their unwavering commitment to their work. They are not deterred by the critics, by the naysayers, by those who would rather tear them down than see them succeed. Their resilience is inspiring, their dedication is admirable, and their commitment to their causes is nothing short of remarkable. They are a shining example of what it means to stay true to oneself, to stand up for what one believes in, and to never back down in the face of adversity. So, to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we commend you. We stand with you. And we thank you for your continued efforts to make this world a better place. King Charles, Prince William, Queen Camilla, and Kate Middleton could learn a thing or two from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now, fellow squaddies, it's our turn. Let's continue to stand strong in support of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as they navigate through these uncharted waters of criticism and controversy. It's clear that their commitment to service, humility, and respect for all is unwavering. So how can we show our support? One way is by sharing this video far and wide. Let's ensure that Harry's brilliant response to his critics doesn't go unnoticed. Another way is by donating to the Invictus Games Foundation, an organization close to the Duke's heart, which empowers wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women through sport. It's a tangible way of showing our solidarity with their cause, and every little bit helps. Thank you for standing with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Royal Telly.